Good evening, Mrs. Ndidi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind, could you just please briefly introduce yourselves so the people know who we're talking to? I already gave a brief introduction, but I want to hear from you.
Okay, good evening, all. Good evening, viewers. It's me, Mrs. Ndidi Oranye. I'm the admissions director for Pan Atlantic University. I'm also in charge of programs marketing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. So, this is the admissions Q&A. We have questions here already. We had already asked around and we had gotten some questions. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. But there are some questions we already have here, so I'm just going to run through them because we don't want to keep them waiting and you waiting for so long. So the first
No
question
problem.
that we had, this was a very popular question. Everyone wanted to know, are there any scholarship opportunities at PAU and what is the process like attaining one?
Okay, yes, here you will have scholarship opportunities, but scholarship need, I said need-based is for those that cannot afford it, the indigents, when we say indigent citizens, those that know that the parents cannot afford it, even if they're given opportunity to come. So we have scholarship packages of 98% for very low families that their kids are highly intelligent. Then we have 50% maybe for average families that can afford but not all the fees. Then we have 75%, the same category of families. Yes, we can afford it, but not right now. Maybe things are not really working out at the moment. We need some help. Then we also have 25% scholarship. And for you to be eligible, you must meet up a cutoff. Our cutoff is actually 220, and we you will now fill a scholarship form on the website, which will open from June to August. It's just a 6 weeks window, after which we start sorting out the forms to look at those that are really eligible. You know, look at their family background, what the father.
I'm so sorry. I think your audio cut off. I don't know. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
I
Yeah, your
said
audio cut off.
after sorting out the application forms, we invite them online for interview with their parents so that we can get to know them and understand where they're coming from. And for you to maintain a scholarship in PAU, you must maintain a CGPA of 2.5 and above throughout your stay. At any time, peradventure you miss that, you pay out of pocket. So we always encourage our scholarship students to be scholars. And we also have work base for them. You know, they can actually work and earn some money to assist them, because if they say they cannot afford the tuition fee, some of them might not even afford to eat very well. So by the time they work in some units in the university, they're being paid per hour between 700 and 800 per hour. So if you work like 20 hours in a month, you know what that means. So it can actually help you to sort your daily needs and augment with what your parents will give you.
Very good. So you actually answered the top two question, which is what the cutoff mark is, which is 220. So I hope you guys heard the cutoff mark is 220. But someone in the chat actually asked if PAU has any plans of lowering the JAM cutoff mark.
No, not actually. You know, PAU has been the top jam cutoff pacer in Nigeria since 5 years. We entered the 200 grade of cutoff. Then we did that for 3 years. We also did 210 for 3 years. So the 220, this is our third year. And I tell you, by next year, we are going up above 220. So please don't look lower. aspire to be in PAU. For you to go to a good university, you have to really work hard to meet their cutoff. Just like you want to go to Harvard, you want to go to Oxford, you need to beat their requirement for you to be in such environment. So that is what PAU is here.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay, so someone in the chat has actually asked about A levels. So the question is, if I do my A levels, do I go directly into the school? Do I have to do my exam again? What's the process of direct entry like?
Okay, presently the JAM requirement says for any candidate still awaiting result for A level must go through JAM, meaning you buy your JAM form, you write your JAM while you're writing your A level. By the time your A level comes out in August, you use your JAM form to upgrade to direct entry and move into 200 level. That is as simple as that. So it's not that they are making you to write JAM. Yes, because they don't want candidates putting a waiting result for A level, and peradventure they don't make it in August. That way, you have lost completely not the JAM, not the A level, and you'll be left another 1 year. So you do JAM. If your A level comes out and you made the required point to go into any university in Nigeria, you just upgrade to direct entry, and the university will absorb you. That is the way it is.
I hope you got that to the person who asked the question. I hope you understand what she has said. So we wanted to know also, are students allowed to leave the school premises? Is the school strict about that?
This is not secondary school. There is no restriction, but we all believe that there is dignity in the way you present yourself. You know, you're actually in the university environment to learn, to meet with people, and there are priorities. Your parents shouldn't be going out all the time because there's attendance attached to it. If you don't meet up 80% attendance for your lectures in any particular course, you will not be allowed to write exam. So you have to really weigh your priorities and say, am I here to school or here to gallivant and keep going out? You don't need either to go out. Nobody is going to stop you from going out. But are you going to go out at the expense of your lectures or your assignments or your tests? So you really have to weigh that. So it's freedom, but freedom with sense of responsibility. I don't know.
Thank you.
I I don't know. I'm seeing some questions here. Am I
Yeah,
allowed
we
to?
have sure you do, but we have someone on the back end just taking notes of this question. So once we're done with these ones, we'll ask more.
Okay.
So we wanted to know, what is the? Can you give us a quick rundown of the courses currently available for undergraduate program, and if PU has plans of, bringing on more courses?
Okay. Currently in Pan Atlantic University, we have School of Management and Social Science. Under the School of Management and Social Science, we have accounting, we have business administration, we have economics, we have finance. Okay, so these are the four courses we have in SMSS. Then under the School of Media and Communication, we have mass communication, we have information science and media studies, and also film and multimedia studies. We have three programs there. Yes. And under the School of Science and Technology, we have computer science, we have software engineering, we have electrical electronics, mechanical, and mechatronics. We also have data science, but data science is not starting this session. It will start next session. Yes, we have plans to start other programs. We have PPE, politics, philosophy, and economics coming up. We have strategic communication coming up. And as we go, we introduce other programs. Okay.
I know a lot of people, they want to come into the school, but they want to do medicine or they want to do law. So,
Mm.
um,
Yes, we have plans for law. We are starting law, but not now because we need to build. We need to build and also gather the faculty. So it's not something you do within a year. So, but that is actually our next plan. Law.
Okay.
We are going into law. But for medicine, no, we don't have plan for that now.
Sorry, sorry about that, guys. Sorry to take you back, but someone asked what the scholarship process is like for masters.
Okay, for masters, we don't have scholarship for masters. Yes, so I will advise the person to seek for grants. There are so many grants online that the person can enroll and they will be able to pay their tuition fee through Pan Atlantic University. Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, people also want to know what the accommodation situation is like at school, at their hostels. What is the fee like? Are they allowed to leave, come from outside of school? Yeah.
Yes, we have well conducive hostels. We have female and male hostels separately, and hostels are top notch. I mean, when I mean top notch, yes, there's one man room, two man room, three man room, four man room, well equipped kitchen, gas, AC, heater, microwave, fridge, private rooms, 24 hours light, free Wi-Fi. So all installed in your hostel accommodation. So it depends on what you want to, the room structure you want. You want a one-man room. The higher the number in the room, the lower the amount. So it is between the range of 750,000 to 1.8 million, depending on the hostel and the facility you're picking. Yes, students are allowed to live off campus. Students also come from home. We have some estates that uh, some of our student parents are presently staying, and they can come from home. You're allowed to drive to school. You can own your own car in school, use it on campus, stay in the hostel with it, or drive from home.
Thank you. So, is the university does the university admit anyone regardless of their religious belief?
Oh, yes. Of course, we have high tolerance with our religious belief. We have where the Christians worship, the Catholics, we have their chapel rooms. For the non-Catholic Christians, we have different churches come to pick them on Sundays for services, Redeem, Fountain of Life, Anglican, Methodist. They have buses that come to pick them for their worship. And we have the praying room for the Muslims because we believe that your faith is very important. As a human being, you need to build your faith. So we have the praying room for the Muslims. So we tolerate all religion, even if you don't worship God. You just have to respect the other or whatever they believe in.
Someone asked a question on the oral and the written exam. I don't know if you are liberty to say, but they were asking what type of questions usually come out.
Okay, let me bring good news to you that the written essay has been suspended for now. So you only have to
Sorry.
come online via the link to defend yourself orally. I mean, it's a personality interview. It's not written interview or question-based interview, text-based interview. Is about yourself, about the program you're coming in for. Who am I talking with? Who am I speaking with? Why PAU? Why this course? Are you sure it's your choice or your parent choice? Do you really want to study this course? Are you going to make it when you study this course? What do you plan to achieve studying this course? We need to meet you, who you are, why PAU. I think you should be able to defend yourself orally why we should pick you for admission.
Yeah. So I see people rejoicing. I guess students rejoicing in the comment section. Someone asked if you're allowed to cook in your hostels. Yes, you are allowed to cook in the hostels. So I just wanted to know. Okay.
I
So are
saw
the
a
programs
question.
that are
I saw a
offered?
question
Okay.
sometime, and he said, "Is IGCSE acceptable?" Yes, IGCSE is equivalent to WAEC, so it's one of the O level that is acceptable. We accept WAEC, NACO, GCE, IGCSE, NAPTEP, and what is it, Edisel. So these are also acceptable here in Nigeria. And IB, International Baccalaureate.
Thank you so much. So are the programs that are offered at the school accredited?
Yes, all our programs are accredited apart from the last four that I will mention now. You know, for you to have your program accredited, it comes when you're in 300 level. So first of all, NUC gives you approval to start running this programs. Then you run the program for 2 years. When your students are going into the third year, NUC will send their team to come to accredit your program. How? They need to know that students have undergone this program, how the program has fared with the students, their performances, and the skills and qualifications of the faculty to be able to say, yes, you have followed the benchmark of the NUC, you earn your accreditation. So the program like mechatronics that is starting this year, software engineering that started last.
One second, guys. I think we lost what I said. I'm so sorry, guys. I think we lost Mrs. Didi for a sec. So, um, okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I think we lost Mrs. Didi for a sec. We will keep compiling your questions so that we can answer when she gets back. Someone asked about a dress code. Yes, there is a dress code, but the dress code is not as strict as people think it is. There's no ban or there's no restriction on the kind of hairstyle that you can wear, that you can have on. Um, Looking for the question exactly. So there are no banned hairstyles or haircuts. That was the question. But we do have a dress code, which will be sent to you. You know, when you get into the program of your choice. Mm, I think this is back. So, yeah. So sorry.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry for that short time
No
out.
problem. Okay. Thank you so much. So sorry that you got cut off. Someone was asking about the dress code, and I said that yes, there is a dress code,
Yes,
but no banned
it's a
hairstyles or haircuts.
modest dressing. You can wear anything, but the way you package yourself, it matters a lot. You know, if even if you want to wear a short dress, but you have to wear something like a legging, something tight under, so that you can cover yourself. It's just dignity in your dressing. That is what is important. Yes. Yes, you can braid your
Yes.
hair, you can plait your gray hair, wear earring, dreadlocks for the guys, anything. Yes.
Okay. Um, can we have a rundown of what the admission process is like the full admission process? Because a lot of people are asking, "Oh, what happens after this part of the process? What happens after this? What do I need for this?" So I think it would be nice to just have a rundown of the whole process.
Okay. For like I said earlier, our cutoff is 220. So if you meet the cutoff 220, you'll come to our website, apply.pau.edu.ng, create an account, and start filling your form. We know that most of our students are presently writing WIAC, so we accept awaiting results. So you just put in the subjects, and and at the end of that, you select AR, awaiting results, then upload your NIN, your birth certificate, If you already have your WIEC, your O level, you upload that, then your JAM slip. But if your JAM slip is not presently available, you can upload the SMS, screenshot of the SMS that was sent to you to show, yes, you got that grade, because we're going to verify that online with JAM. Then you submit your form, pay 1,500 with the charges of 300 naira, that is 1,800. Then we send you a notification after we have reviewed your form. Then we'll send you the link for interview. Now that I said the interview is just the oral interview, so the interview is going to run faster, but in detail. So even if you're in school, still writing your WAEC, we're going to send you dates for you to pick a particular date that you want to be interviewed. So you're going to look at the dates you are not having your WAEC or your exam and pick that date, because we run on a first come, first serve basis. Once we fill up a class quota, we stop admitting into that particular class. And our class quota is 63 in a class. So you can imagine computer science, we have over 200, and we can't take all the 200. So we only take the best 200, best 63, and the rest you can pick up other programs like electrical, electronics, mechanical, if there is space. So we always advise people apply early, because early bird gets the admission into Pan Atlantic University.
Thank you so much. For people who have questions, there is a question sticker where you can write down your question, so it's a lot more organized. So I'm just going to be reading a question that was asked. It says, "My son is in boarding school, and I just got a mail for my son's online interview. They are not allowed to leave school. Can I get a rescheduled date for the 15th of June when he would have graduated?"
Yes, you
Is that
can. You
possible?
just respond to the notification mail you got saying that my son is not available, but he will be available after 15th, because you. I don't know if 15th is one of the interview dates. So if you say that, tell us when he will be available, we'll send new dates that he or she can pick from. Yes, but I tell you, he doesn't need to leave the school to run this test. You can communicate with their guidance and counseling that your son has an interview on so and so day. If he doesn't have the exam that day, just for 45 minutes, they can set him up with a laptop and internet, and he will have his interview right there in school.
Thank you. Another question says, "How good is PAU in software engineering compared to other universities?"
Okay, this is we're in our first year for software, and I want to use the computer science and our engineering yardstick for software. Yes, if you follow us online and follow our students, there is students that are posting, that ones posting what they do and how good they are and what competitions they have been going and winning. So I believe that software will also come to live with that example like others. Okay, so yes, we believe on practical, not just theory. So we are more of a practical university. So software in Pan Atlantic University by 300 level will be awesome. That I can assure the parents.
Thank you. This is a prompt to follow Pan Atlantic University on LinkedIn, because the the students on there are very amazing. So, what's the average cost for students in PAU?
Average
I
cost.
guess, yeah, I guess this person is asking,
School fees.
maybe for
School fees.
school fees and maybe pocket money. Like, as a student, how much do I need to bring?
Okay.
How much is the school fees as well?
Yeah, for the feeding, I think I will leave that at the discretion of the parents, because what we do is pay as you eat. So you can decide to have your breakfast, can decide to have tea and bread with egg as low as 1,000 naira. You can also decide to have your shawarma, French fries is what you want to eat. There are different, over 14 cafeterias on campus. All the hostels have cafeterias. So we also have the a food truck. We have the there is one for the student on the academic building. We have two of them there. So it's what you want to eat. Pay as you eat. So that I'll leave it at the discretion of the parent, because there are some kids that don't eat or don't like eating. Some like to eat very well. Some like to eat in between meals. So I cannot dictate how much you give as pocket money, but you can just use your discretion for that. Although the kitchens are well furnished, you can also augment it, that tell the child you also have to learn how to cook, especially the ladies, because you know, after secondary, after university, someone might be eyeing you for to walk down the aisle with him. So you need to learn how to cook too. Then for hostel, we have an average of 750 to 1.5. Then for tuition fee is between the range of 3.8 to 4.5 million, depending on the program you're running. For computer science, is 4.3. Then for software, 4.3, data science, 4.3, mechanical, 4.2, electrical electronics, 4.2, mechatronics, 4.5. Then the mass communication and information science, 4.3. Then film and multimedia, 4.2. Then accounting, business administration, economics, and finance is 3.9. So that is the rate. And you can pay in two equal installments of first semester and second semester. Just then, any other thing is health insurance, which is 16,000 naira. There is no hidden charges after this payment.
Thank you. So, two people have asked if there's a discount for bringing a second child to the school, and if there is, what is it?
Yes, in fact, I must tell you that PAU has been very friendly with families, because we have siblings discount. The first child, if you have a child in PAU, the first child pays the 100% school fees. Then if you bring in a second child, gets a 10% discount on the tuition fee. If you have a third child in PAU, the third child enjoys 50% discount on tuition fee. If you have a fourth child in PAU, that child only pays 2%, meaning the child gets a 98%. And presently we have about 15 families that have 4 children, in PAU running concurrently, and they're enjoying these discounts. So it's awesome.
Are textbooks inclusive in the school fees?
Textbook, well, we do more of e-library, e-books. We pay for most of the e-books. We have different e-books in different libraries all over the world. All you need is your phone and your laptop. You have your username and password connected to it, and you can read and download journals, books, materials all over the world that has been paid for. Every school and the rest, we have access to them because we have paid for these books online for our students. So you hardly even buy hard copy books. So most of the books are e-copy, and you have your e-learning portal where materials are uploaded for your own use. So,
Thank you. So the questions are coming in hot, very back to back. So you might I might be giving you rapid fire questions, but someone wants to know if PAU offers double degrees. So maybe like a major and a minor. Like you come in and you want to study economics and maybe finance. Like, is that possible?
yes, economics, business admin, finance, and accounting are in the same faculty. So for 2 years, they run courses together. So you take your elective in accounting. If you're in economics, you take courses in accounting, business administration, and finance, vice versa, the other courses. But after the 200 level, from 300 level, they separate. So you do your major until you graduate. The same thing with engineering, the same thing with School of Media and Communication. So I would say yes, the minors are in other courses, but they come as electives, but you do your core from 300 level. Yes, I saw
Yeah.
a question here that said something about engineering being run for 4 years. No, that is not correct. For electrical electronics, mechanical, and mechatronics, they are 5 year program. For software, is 4 years. For computer science, is 4 years. Where you see 4 years for engineering is referring to those coming in through direct entry. So if you're coming into direct entry, you're coming straight into 200 level. So you will run a 4 year program for the engineering. Maybe the person have seen our payment flyer where the fifth session is put AN, not applicable, meaning we have yet to get to fifth year. So because we are not yet in our fifth year, we cannot tell you how much the fifth year will cost. So that is why you see NA on that fifth year, not that the engineering is run for 4 years. Thank you.
So there's some questions that are being asked that we have already answered. So I just want to let everyone know that the recording of the live will be available for a rewatch. So you might find out that the questions that you're asking we've already answered at the beginning of the live. So are parents allowed to visit the school? Are you allowed to come and
Yes,
see
parents
your
are
kids?
allowed to visit the school. This is not a secondary school. You're allowed to come visit your ward. The only thing is that once it's 10 p.m., everyone must be in the hostel unless you're planning to go with your parents or to stay out. By 10 p.m., you must be in the hostel. But I saw a question here about professional programs, certification in accounting. Yes, students are allowed to start their professional courses from 100 level in accounting and economics, although we have full ICANN accreditation, whereby in the final year, students are exempted from 7 courses and they will do the only 5 professional qualifications to charter as an accountant. And presently, our final year students, most of them that started this have their ICANN already with them. Even some 200 level students have entered into this program and they keep writing the professional courses. So you can start with your AS1 or you wait till your final year, whichever one. We have Saturday coaching for the ICANN students. So, and economics, even as a final student, you can opt out to write your ICANN. You're encouraged to.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I just want to make sure that everyone can hear us because someone is saying
Someone
that
is
we're
saying that
offline.
I'm offline.
Yeah, I want to ensure that everyone can hear us because I can hear you, Mrs. Ndidi. So I just want to make sure that everybody else can hear us. Um, okay, so someone is asking why doesn't the school offer political science? Yeah.
Okay, like I said, good news. We're going to start a program called PPE. It's politics, philosophy, and economics. So for those that want to do political science, you might as well go in for this. PPE is politics, philosophy, and economics. It's a very rich program. It's a three-in-one. You call it three combo. So it's a three-in-one program, and it's highly good. It's very good. It's very good, especially for those aspiring to go into politics and the rest. So it's good.
Okay, so I'm going to be reading from the questions now, from the questions sticker. And someone is asking, hostel work? Does the school assign roommates for us, or do we get to pick who we want?
Sorry?
How does the hostel work? Does the school assign roommates, or do they get to pick whoever they want?
Yeah. For 100 level, because you're just coming in fresh, so you might not be able to pick your roommates at in 100 level unless you already have someone in mind from outside. When coming together, you can pay and notify the hostel that you want to be in the same room with XYZ. Okay, but other than that, 100 level, they assign anybody to the room. But from 200 level, you can meet the hostel and pair yourself the way you like. So you can still pick your roommate from 200 level going up.
So, can I apply for a master's in data science if I do not have a BSc in computer science, but I have 2+ years experience in data science?
What is that person's first degree? It's not compulsory to have BSc in computer science to run data science. You can, with your BSc in economics, you can do data science. With BSc in information science, you can do data science. With BSc in IT related courses, you can do data science. Okay, but those that have fields that are not related to sciences, we have a brush-up program for 2 months, which is compulsory for them to run between July and August before the program starts in September. Yes, you can run data science with any qualification.
Okay. So I know we've already answered questions on direct entry and discounts, but we have more questions. And one of those questions is, can someone transfer from another university to PAU and continue in that same level?
Okay, transfer students, you must have a minimum of a 3.5 CGPA for you to seek for a transfer into Pan Atlantic University. So if you have already done 100 level in your previous university and you're on 3.5 and you're able to pass our interview, you start from 200 level. Other than that, whichever level you have reached in your previous university and you have 3.5 and above, we start you from 200 level. We don't admit above 200 level for our transfer students. And for discounts like you talk about, I tell you, yes, we are very friendly with our discounts for siblings. The first child pays in full. The second child gets a 10% discount. The third child gets a 50% discount. And the fourth child gets a 98% discount, meaning that child will only pay 2% of the tuition fee, provided the siblings are currently enrolled in the school. So if the first child graduates, it keeps moving up. The first child graduates, then that second child becomes the first, the third becomes the second, the fourth becomes the third. So it moves up that way. And for the A level, yes, we accept minimum of 3 credits in relevant courses for you to be admitted into the second year in the university.
Okay. Someone is asking, and they say that their admission was deferred. Should they still apply for a scholarship?
Admission deferred on what ground? I don't
No,
know.
it
But
doesn't
if
say.
the admission was deferred on the basis of underage, that you were not up to 16 by the time you applied into PAU and it was deferred and you applied for scholarship that year, would have told you to reapply for scholarship this year. But other than that, you cannot defer your admission and use your previous admission letter to apply for scholarship. It's for a current year. It's only those that were underage that we requested, PAU has actually requested that they must defer their admission if they still want to come to PAU.
Thank you. Somebody says, so two questions. When can I start applying for my scholarship? And what sort of, she says, please, what of the scholarship exam? Will it be written or oral? And when can we expect the exams?
Okay, the scholarship form will open up in June. Actually, June to first week in August is about a 6 weeks window. And after that, the interview will take place online. Is interview between the candidate and the parent. After the candidate and the parent must have submitted all relevant documents showing proof that they cannot afford it, and that is why they are seeking for scholarship. So it's not a written test, it's an oral interview, because after that we'll do our investigation before awarding the scholarship.
Can I do any side jobs to get money as a student in the school? I know you've answered this, but you can answer
Yes,
it again.
you can do that. Apart from the work study, we have students after their 200 level entrepreneurship program. They start up businesses that they run on campus and they make money. So you have to, if you want to register a business name, you go to the student affairs department to register your business name, and you'll be able to run your business on campus. So we have a lot of students that are currently running businesses on campus and they are making money.
That's very true. Someone also asked, when is the best time to visit the school, and does the school participate in sporting activities with other schools?
Mm. Okay, I would have asked you to answer that. Do we participate in sports? Yes, we do. We have
Yes.
a sport league for football, for basketball, table tennis, volleyball, for female and for male. And if the person is following us on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, the person will see all the
Yeah.
leagues. And currently, I think they just ended their league. And yes, so the person can follow us online. There are different clubs the person can go into when the person is here. I'm sure they buy themselves, the way they buy players all over the world. Yes, so sports in PAU is good business. And we compete with different universities, Caleb, Babcock, Covenant, and the rest. Yes, we compete with them.
You can follow them. I think it's PAU Sports on TikTok, Twitter. I think they're on Instagram as well. Yeah. Um, when is the best time to visit the school?
Okay, you can visit the school if you want to also have access to the admissions office to speak with someone in the admissions office or someone in the admissions office to take you around. Then you have to come between 9 a.m. Monday to Friday to 4 p.m. After that, weekends, you will have the security man or lady to take you around, and the hostel people will be there. But we don't
Mm.
operate during weekend in admission.
Do the parents need to be involved in the regular interview process, or is it just the students?
For the interview for scholarship, yes. But for the interview for admission process, no. It's just the candidate and the faculty that was involved.
Okay. Is the Actually, people are asking if the school is currently taking in students. Like, is the application portal open? Can they start applying right now?
Yes, application portal is open. We are starting our first interview on Monday, the 20th of May. So we are interview days are Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays. So our interviews kick starting next week, Monday. And I tell you, a lot of application has rolled in already, and we are ready to absorb that.
Okay. How secure are the accommodations? Are the students allowed to go out without their parents' consent?
Hmm. That word, consent. Very funny. But yes, but I don't like you to use that word consent because no matter what, you're still under your parents' care. So, as a good child, I believe if you want to leave the house or want to leave the hostel, you should seek permission from your parents. Other than that, nobody is going to stop you from going out. But if your parents have given a standing rule or instruction that I don't want my child to leave the hostel, if after lectures you're not back to the hostel administrator can send an SMS to your parent that, oh, we have not seen Yemi. He signed up that he was going to class, but It's 9 p.m. We have not seen Yemi. They are not telling you that Yemi is not on campus. They are just telling you that Yemi has not signed back in. Because it's possible for someone to sign that I'm going for a lecture, instead of facing the hostel, the classroom area, will face the express. Nobody is going to ask you, where are you going? Because we have day students. So we believe in freedom, the freedom with sense of responsibility. So as a good child from a good home, you should notify your parents whenever you want to go out, so that security wise, they will be conscious that yes, you are safe wherever you are.
So, does the discount apply if one child is doing a master's program and the other is in an undergrad program?
Yes, if the person is doing a master's, provided you're running the program, even if it's PhD, if you're running a PhD and you bring in your child gets a 10% discount. If your child is here first and you're enrolled for PhD or master's, the person gets the required discounts.
Okay. Um, okay, someone says, how do I notify the school that I want to share a room with someone?
That he wants to share?
A room with someone. I guess it's not the school that you notify, the hostel.
No, it's the hostel, it's not the
Okay.
school, because the hostels are the ones in charge of room allocation. So you use their number, contact them, and tell them we have both paid for fees. This is our evidence of payment. We would like to be in the same room,
Mm,
and I'm sure if you're early, they will oblige you.
yeah. I know people might be asking where can they find these hostels?
Yes, our hostels are from the PAU website www.pau.edu.ng. If you go to the accommodation section, you see the female hostels, the male hostels. Click on any of the hostels, you'll see their website and their phone number contact to liaise with them.
Yes. Okay. Someone was asking if PU would take their child who is turning 16 at the end of October.
Okay, for age limit, for you to be admitted into Pan Atlantic University, you must be 16 by October 31st. So October 31st of the admission year is the minimum required age, 16 years by October 31st.
Do you have hostels close by that parents can stay when they come for a visit?
Yes, some hostels have short legs.
Mm,
We have EDC, we have cooperative, we have faith, we have hostels for the male that have rooms already reserved for visitors. Same thing with the female, the cooperative Queen's Hostel, the Redwood, the Cedar, Trinity, and the Tresodel. They have rooms reserved for visitors, and you just call them to reserve room for you, and you be able to have time with your child. If the child is a male, then you can have time with your child in the visitors lobby. Then after which your child can go back to his hostel. If it's a female, the mother coming to visit. Then if it's the father, the same thing.
mm,
Yes.
okay. Sorry, someone asked, I can't find the question, but the person asked if I graduated my BSc last year, can I apply for a master's this year at PAU?
Yes, you can apply for your master's even before going for your NYSC. You can graduate and run your master's immediately, then go for your NYSC afterwards. So, yes, it's encouraged. Yes. So you can graduate in July and come in for your master's in September.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going through to see more of the questions. Someone says, does PAU accept a JUPEB result, JUPEB?
No, we don't accept JPEG, we don't accept foundation, we do not accept IJMB. We only accept Cambridge A level or IB International Baccalaureate or Edisel Pearson A level. Then then someone also asked something about ACCA. Yes, we run. You can start up your ACCA But the ICANN approval that we have for full accreditation gives you exemption of some courses for ACCA at the end of your program here in Pan Atlantic University. So yes, you can also get exemption for ACCA Nigeria and ACCA London.
Okay, so we'll take about two or three more questions and then we'll
Yes,
wrap it up. So
I'm
someone,
doing masters in, if we run masters in business administration, yes,
mm,
PAU have masters in MBA, and is run by our sister school, Lagos Business School. Lagos Business School is under Pan Atlantic University. So they run MBA, modular, executive, part-time, and also DBA, and PAU will also run masters in economics, masters in data science, masters in film production, masters in media and communication, and we have PhD in media and communication, PhD in management. Under the PhD, you can major in the 6 different management courses: finance, economics, accounting, strategy, human resources, and entrepreneurship.
okay. Can one who has finished their diploma from a federal school be considered for direct entry?
Federal school, does federal universities run diploma? I am not sure. So first of all, you have to be sure that the diploma you're getting from that federal university is also accredited. Most of the federal universities, the approval they have is you run the diploma, you must continue your BSc within that university. You cannot go out of that university. Just like UNILAG, UNILAG diploma, you can only use it within UNILAG. You cannot use it outside UNILAG. So the person needs to be sure that the diploma he or she is serving is fully accredited to be used outside that university. But for OND, if you have your OND, you can use OND from a polytechnic to seek a direct entry into any university, and an Atlantic University will also accept you.
Does the scholarship also cover hostel fees?
No, the scholarship is only on tuition fee. Most of our scholarship students, because we said it is a need-based scholarship, and their parent cannot afford the huge cost of hostel, most of them stay off campus so that they'll be able to afford the share rooms. You can get as low as 200,000 for a year. You can share with someone, so you're just paying 100,000 each. Or you can get a flat. 5 of you can share a flat and take it that way. You share it. The cost might be 700,000 naira for a year for a flat, and you share the cost among your 4 or 5 people. So we have scholarship students that stay in town, like Ibeju, opposite the campus, and around Eleko, and they come to school. The security is there. Pan Atlantic University has the security. We have built a police post for the community, so there is security around for people to move in and out.
Okay, someone asked, do I choose my interview day and what are the documents I would need?
Okay, for your interview, before your interview, we expect you to have uploaded your NIN, your birth certificate, and your result slip, JAM result slip. So with these three, you're good. But because JAM result slip is not readily available on the JAM portal, the screenshot of your SMS will be used for us to verify online that you actually scored the course, the score that you presented to us online.
Okay.
Yes, someone
Um,
asked, you can use a waiting result for your interview. Yes, we admit with a waiting result because we know by August 15th, your WAEC would have been out and you'll be able to upload it before you resume in October.
Is 3 years working experience
Okay,
mandatory
yes,
for PAU?
for full time, you need 3 years working experience. That is 1 year youth service and 2 years post youth service for full time. For part time and for modular and for executive, you need 7 years working experience.
Does PAU offer summer school? If not, are new students supposed to resume in September?
New students resume first week in October. We offer summer school for students that have carryovers, and if you're able to have up to 5 candidates that want to run that program and the faculty is available, yes, students um, that summer class will hold.
Okay. Um,
Yes, you can review your interview date. You can reschedule your interview date, and but it must tally with the dates we already have on the website. We have our dates on the website. So if you check our website www.pau.edu.ng, you'll see the dates. No, we are not going to reduce our cutoff. Our cutoff is 220, and that is it. For you to be qualified for scholarship, is a need-based scholarship. So you need to prove to us that you cannot afford it, the parent cannot afford it, and you send in all the necessary documents, which we'll verify. We don't look at WAEC for our scholarship. WAEC minimum of 5 credits and minimum of 220, and you have needs will qualify you for scholarship interview. If you're going to turn 16 by December, no, you will not be allowed to. We're not even going to interview you because we will take October 31st is the deadline. The last date is October 31st of the admission year. Sorry, I'm trying to read through your questions so
yeah.
that I don't have any individual scores for my JAM score, just my aggregate on the JAM portal. If you have only your aggregate on the JAM portal, you have to wait till you get the breakdown of your JAM scores so that you'll be able to know what you scored, if it's correct or not. Are the job opportunities only for scholarship? No, this job opportunity is not only for scholarship students, it's for everybody, but you can only go for job opportunity from your 200 level into some department, because they need to know that you're not a struggling student, that you're really a good student, so that the work study will not affect your studies. Yes, we know that if you're in need based, if you have need for scholarship, we have our ways of investigating. So I don't need to tell you our ways of investigating. So it's left for us. What if your score is below? If your score is below 220, we can't take you. Okay. Are there more questions?
No, I think we have to wrap it up here. I'm pretty sure that we have answered many questions that people have at the beginning or somewhere in
Okay,
the middle of the
there is a
life.
question. The acceptable grade for direct entry is minimum of 3 credits. 3 credit, you write 3 courses, so minimum of 3 credits, that is minimum of 7 points. Yeah, so if you have 5 points, we will look at it, but it will be the highest scorers that will go in first. Are there payment plan for? Yes, there are payment plan for the tuition fee. Like I said, after the first semester fee, you can maintain a payment plan with the bursar to spread your payment accordingly. So to be you write to the bursar, he approves that, and you will be able to maintain that payment plan.
Okay. Are there provisions for students with health challenges?
Yes, health challenges. It depends on how they challenge. We have students that are physically challenged. We have hostels for them on the ground floor. We have lifts that can help them to go into classes. And we have people around that are always willing to assist them. Yes, we have need for those that are physically challenged. We have space for them here. and they are accommodated in Pan Atlantic University.
Okay.
The school is starting the PPE, and probably by next year, let's say, once the approval comes, we have already filed for approval. If the approval comes this year, we may start it next year. Discount for alumni children, no. The discount we have is sibling discount. Yes, we offer only need-based scholarship for now.
Okay. I think we have to, bring it to a close here. We have answered a number of questions. So, the live will be available for your rewatch. You're also encouraged to share with your friends that you know are coming. Follow PAU on our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at PAU underscore Nigeria. We post a lot of information that, has been asked on this live. We post on our social media platforms. So be encouraged to follow and um, also check out our website because a lot of these questions are on the website. So please do that as well. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ndidi, for
Thank you. Thank
spending
you.
your evening with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. Um, we would like if you could share a phone number or email that people can reach the admissions office on.
Okay. Okay, for you to get in touch with us, my number is 070-88-641-465. 070-88-641-465. And you can also reach us on admissions with an S, admissions edu.ng. My own private official email is noranye@pau.edu.ng. Either way, we are there on WhatsApp. You can also contact us on WhatsApp and we'll answer your question. Someone asked a question about the Masters in PR. Our Masters in Media and Communication already takes care of Masters in Public Relations. So you can look at the course content and see if it suits your need. Thank you. It's nice being here. Nice having an evening with you. And I wish
Thank you so
all
much.
our candidates success in the interview, the post-UTME interview. Please compose yourself, be yourself, speak audibly, talk boldly, and be convinced that yes, the course you're coming in for will have an impact in your life. That it is not just mommy or daddy that wants you to study that, but you have made up your mind to pick up this course because you know how valuable it's going to be in your future. So I wish you all the best. Till I come your way next time, please have a wonderful evening. Love you
Thank
all.
you so much, Isidi.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.